wealth building. Why is it so hard? Why are there so many opinions out there about what to do, how to create wealth, how to multiply it? In this video, I want to make it so simple for you to show how you can build legacy wealth through real estate, not in 30 or 40 years, but literally in 10 years or less. Okay, so let's get into it today. I want to show you my model of predictable wealth building strategy. And it starts with this. You have to have an active income stream, right? Where you can increase the ceiling. If you're saying, oh, Ellis, I thought this was going to be easy. Listen, wealth building is easy, it's predictable, but it takes work. And this is the thing that I think so many people have to figure out still is, do you have an active income stream in which you can put more cash into step number 2, which I'll get into in a minute. So to stay on step number 1 is, people ask, well, should I get into real estate? Should I get into real estate investing? Real estate is a great vehicle long-term to build wealth through. Long-term rental real estate, right? But there's also ways in real estate to make active income. That's wholesaling, that's flipping, right? And that really, I don't consider that real estate investing. I consider that kind of an active hustle in order to create more cash so that you can put into real estate investing. For many of you, this might be your W-2 job, or you might need to go find a new W-2 job to pay you more. This also could be a business, right? This could be your YouTube channel. Finding ways to increase your active income stream. This is step number 1 to the predictable wealth building strategy. So many people want to skip to step number 2 or step number 3 and they haven't figured out step number 1. Then step number 2, once we have, I would say 150, 200K, 300K or more coming in every single year, then we take that income and we put it into passive real estate investing. Real estate that is going to grow and appreciate over time and kicks off cash flow every single month that is coming to us virtually tax-free through what we call appreciation. This is such an important step, and this is where we want to get to. But then step number 3 is we don't just buy that real estate straight out. We use leverage or debt, and what leverage and debt allows us to do is to accelerate those returns. Right? So if we pay all cash, then we're not able to actually accelerate those returns much faster. And when we use leverage, somebody else, the tenants of the building, are paying down our debt while we benefit from the real estate. So step number 3, after we have our income figured out, after we find the real estate, we use leverage to accelerate. Step number 4 is easy. It's just repeating this process, repeating this over and over and over. It's having the discipline of, in step number 1, figuring out what is my budget that I need to live on, right? Even though I make 400K a year, I don't live off of 400K a year. I live off of 100 or 150K a year. That way I can take the other 200, 300 and put that into real estate, right? I use leverage and then I repeat that. And if you can get into the habit of figuring out how do I put $25, $50, $100,000 into this wealth building cycle, and you do that over the course of 10 years, literally this is the wealth building model. And you say, well, 10 years, Ellis, golly, I thought this was supposed to be easy, I thought this was to be quick. People spend their entire lives working a job, 1, that they don't love, and 2, that most often doesn't provide enough for them in retirement. And if it does, they're constantly worried about, do I have enough? This model that that I'm showing you today, 10 years, if you can figure out step number 1 and you're disciplined enough for step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, you don't have to spend your whole life working a job you don't like. You don't have to spend the rest of your life worrying if you made enough in your first part of your life in order to enjoy this. Why? Because you have passive income coming in every single month to take care of your expenses and to give you the freedom to live the life that you want to live, to be on purpose and on mission in how you want to do this. And so take this model, figure out where you're at and go all in on that step so that you can achieve legacy wealth that you dream of. Think wealthy.